Ivan. Nice sunglasses.
Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that.
Well, another fight week for you. I think we just saw you in November recently. So how has fight week been for you here in Texas?
I fucking love Texas. It's fucking awesome.
Speaking of your opponent, Nasrat, would you know much about him before his name came across your desk, before they offered him to you?
Yeah, I saw a couple of his fights, you know what I'm saying? I've seen him around, you know, catching UFCs here and there, and, oh, who's that guy, you know? Okay. Interesting how he moves, interesting how he does that. Okay, I peep him. Yeah, I've seen him before.
In his last fight against Dan Hooker, he was in here saying he was just incredibly disappointed in his performance and wasn't really expecting Dan to shoot on him and this and that. He was expecting more of a war. Does facing an opponent like that is willing and very excited to just stand there and trade with you, does that excite you more before these fights?
Excite me? I guess. You know, because you know I'm the guy that tries to come out and fight, and I guess he wants to try to push the fight. Let's get it, you know. That's kind of dope, you know. But I really didn't I looked at his last fight. I think his mother died, and so I was watching. I was there live. And I was like, man. And it's crazy part. I was like, I want to fight that guy. But I put it in my head. I was like, I don't know if that's him. I think that he was going through something in that fight. I don't think that he fought his actual self. I think he's better than that, you know. But I want to fight him, and I got exactly what I wanted.
Well, he said after that fight, you wouldn't be surprised if you kind of took some cues from Dan Hooker and kind of shot on him and quote-unquote hug him in the octagon.
I don't do no hugging. If I'm in there, I'm going to be fucking cracking or slamming him on his head, you know? And so, ain't no hugging around here. I don't waste people's time. You know, people pay their hard money to come see me fight, and I put on shows.
We also asked him because during your fights, you know, you're known to like talk to your opponents in there, whether it's with good intention or bad intention. You talk, and he said like that's child's game. Like I don't worry about this and all that stuff. So what do you make of all that? He said, "Fight me with your hands, not your words." I think was his exact phrase.
I don't know if he'd been paying attention, but I ain't did too much talking for a minute, you know? That was like when I was like really like first coming in and shit. I was like a little more talkative, you know? I let my hands do it because why? I can read the comments and a lot of my critics were saying, he talks too much. I'm like, all right, well, I just won't say nothing. I'm just gonna handle business and start showing y'all what I do with my style and my skills. You know, every once in a while I'll say something, but like, I really don't say nothing. Vita started talking to me. So I was like, oh, okay, you wanna talk? Let's talk, you know? But anyway, real quick, which one of you motherfuckers, I can't figure out who it is. Last fight, New York, who was in New York? Raise all your hands. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Anybody else? You went in New York? Who was in New York? Who's the guy? One of you guys said something about my little 50 G's comment. Who was it? Snitch on him right now. Who was the guy?
If you need somebody to hate, just say it to him.
Nah. 50 G comment. He said like, basically I was telling a little joke. And I basically like, I was in the background, I was in the back with Dana and them, and I tell them, hey, no, Dana didn't come back, it was Sean. And I go, the 50 G's, we've been giving 50 G's away for 25 years. Y'all haven't heard of inflation? You know what I'm saying? So he went and told Dana. And Dana was like, what? Well, he's getting the bonus. I'm like, where's that guy at today? I want to tell him, don't fuck my shit up. Don't fuck my shit up. Don't get these white people mad at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a poor little black man trying to get mine. Don't fuck my shit up. And I didn't see him today. I want to find him. I want to make sure he was here today, but I guess he isn't. I was going to get his ass. Man, I'm going to get him when I see him.
Speaking of your last fight, that was like your first knockout win in, I think, like 8 years to the day, I think. And you said during that time, a lot of people would bring up like, oh, he doesn't knock people out, oh, he's not going for the kill. And I think your phrase was, I just fight the fight that's in front of me. Since you got that last knockout win, have you silenced some of the critics complaining about like the lack of knockouts?